Everyone tells you breastfeeding is so hard, but nobody actually explains why, so I'm going to give you my take on it after doing it for 2.5 months. If you want more realistic, no BS, first-time mom content, you should definitely click the follow button. I'd say the main reason why breastfeeding is so hard is because there's no surefire way of knowing that you got the latch right. Everything you read is going to tell you that the latch is the key to successful breastfeeding. For the most part, I don't disagree, but especially in the early days, if you've never breastfed before, it's hard for you to know exactly what a good latch looks like, and your baby's never done this before either, so it's hard for them to know what a good latch is like. You're both learning this new skill, and even when they're on you, you can't tell if you've done it right or not. As someone who has seen 4 lactation consultants at this point, I'll tell you this. If it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. Second reason why breastfeeding is so hard is because of the frequency. Say you need to feed every 2 to 3 hours, but what they don't tell you is it's from the start of the last feed to the start of the next feed. So if your baby takes 30 minutes to feed, then you really only get an hour and a half in between feeds. Third reason why I think breastfeeding is so hard is because when anything actually does go wrong, the only cure for it seems to be more breastfeeding. This is coming from someone who had clogged ducts, mastitis, an abscess, vasospasms. Pretty much for all of those things, the only cure that I could find was to keep breastfeeding. When you're in a lot of pain, the last thing you want to do is keep breastfeeding. The last thing I think makes breastfeeding so challenging is that it can just be super stressful. If you have a low supply, you get stressed out. If you have too much supply, you get stressed out. The timing of all of it, some people don't feel like it is meant for them. All of that can be really stressful. What I would say to that is to not forget your own mental health. If it feels right to incorporate pumping, do that. If it feels right to incorporate formula, do that. If it feels right to quit altogether, go for it. Those are some of the reasons why I found breastfeeding to be challenging, and it's not to say that I haven't enjoyed my breastfeeding journey, because I have, but I've also had plenty of struggles along the way.